Hi all. Um, Sorry about my hair and messy looks. I just woke up. Mm, I wanted to talk about something mm, which may uh, change your point of view, or at least widen your thinking. Um, the thing is that mm, almost everywhere people are divided in some way. Most countries is right and left. Now, I live in Finland, which explains a little bit why this is a little bit easier for me to understand. We have so-called system that we have many different political parties, like they basically they are divided like left, central, and right. And in each category, there are several parties. Now, now it's easier to understand that every party has the good sides and maybe really fucked up sides. Now, when you think about, for example, USA, there is um, basically there is only two parties over there. So there's Democrats and there are Republicans. And the thing is that if you are so-called normal person, I mean average kind of type, and you might be slightly right, but you are not racist and not too much of a Trump supporter. You kind of like have to vote for Republicans. And then if you are slightly left, and then you have to vote for Democrats. Now, when you live in a country like Finland, you realize easier that if somebody belongs to certain political party, he might be a good guy or good woman or whatever, because there are variety of thinking, and now we are kind of like made forced to think that if person belongs to that party, like for example, here in Finland we have a so-called party called Perussuomalaiset, and that's kind of like our far right. And there are some people there who are openly telling racist opinions. Now, even here are a lot of people who think that they are all racist, and that's not necessarily true. Now, the thing is that if your thinking is not for you don't feel home at the left, then you start switching to the right. And if you don't feel home on the right, you start switching to the left. Now, it doesn't mean that everybody is like on the 100% right or 100% left. And when we start thinking um, and deciding what kind of person somebody is based on political party, then we are making big mistake, because not. And this is another point I want to share, especially those my friends who live in USA. Mm, most of the people in USA use term socialism in totally wrong way. Now, socialism is an opposite side of capitalism. Communism is opposite side of capitalism. And the thing is that there are basically no country which is fully capitalist. Nor there is no country which is fully communist. Now, to realize this difference is that capitalism means it's a economical theory, which means that everything is privately owned. Now, when you start think about what means everything privately owned, it means that everything, like hospitals, railroads, armies, everything. So nothing is governmentally kept. Now, when you think about communism, it means everything is governmentally kept and there is no private property. Now, not even China is like that. And I'm pretty sure that even in North Korea, the elite owns private properties. So socialism is kind of everything between that. So basically it means, like here in Finland, you might say that we are a socialistic country, which is kind of true. Well, it's actually true. And our governmental system is based on social democracy, which means that government kind of like owns every important, like army is kept by government. Most of the healthcare, there is also private healthcare, but most of the healthcare is governmental kept, and governmentally kept. And then, for example, like railroads are owned by government, and so mainly the basic things, which means a lot of investments, and those are governmentally kept. And government also buys, like any other, imagine private company, government also has office which supervise government's investments to stocks. So, for example, if something is really important, like we are a small country, so for example, flying companies, the biggest flying company is owned by government partially. Government owns 51% of it. So they keep a saying, but 94% is owned by private people and private companies. So yeah, that's about socialistic structure. But I mean that depending how much socialistic country you are, depends how much government actually gets involved in um, in business which infects your daily life. And when we are trying to categorize based on like blaming somebody racist or you are socialist, and we don't even today if we don't even realize what those terms mean. And I have seen people saying that only white people can be racist. No, it's no, it doesn't go that way. Every race can be racist. And um, many people who say things like you are socialist, first of all, or racist, they don't know the actual meaning of the term. And another thing is that they are looking uh, things from their perspective. So what I suggest that you start to stop categorizing people. If somebody wants to identify themselves to some category, that's okay. That's they are doing it voluntarily. And this is a basic guideline. Of course, there's some stupid categorizing things, but the basic line is that if somebody wants to categorize that I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, it's okay for them. But if you are outsider and you start to categorize that those people are dumb because they voted Trump, or those people are toxic feminists because they voted Biden or something. I don't know what you people even call. It is. It's wrong, because then you automatically make a closure of yourself not to know those people, and you start to think like for example, I'm pro-vaccine. I'm police officer. I was on fields working for 10 years. Then I got back injury, so I went to work for emergency centrals. Why I am pro-vaccine? It's based on medical facts. Now, I have talked with people who are anti-vaccine, and some of them are, their opinions are beyond imaginary paranoid, but not all. There are people whose opinions are not based on general medical facts, but fear of that. For example, you get autism or something from vaccine, and who are you to say that their fear is wrong because it's their fear. And if they are afraid of it, I understand it. It doesn't mean I agree, but I understand. And I don't call them stupid. There are people who are afraid of heights, like me. Nobody calls me stupid if I am afraid of heights. So if you have a fears, it doesn't make you stupid. But if we are doing things like we do these days, we seriously are harming our societies. We stop having debates, communicating, and instead of doing something together, we start rip things apart. And that's not process. It's just opposite of it. And I hope you guys have a thought about it. You still can be left or right. I don't care. And you don't have to change your opinion. But just widen your perspective, guys. Just do it. You might learn something. That's all.